Okay, we are going to do one Return to Ravnica draft. I've played this a lot. I just haven't recorded any of the stuff. So I'm pretty sure Gerard has to be the pick. It puts us very heavily in Golgari, which I don't hate. I thought Golgari was actually going to be the best guild. I like the scavenge mechanic. It seems good in limited. But honestly, most of the cards tended to not be that great. They just tended to be very expensive and a little bit too slow. But this is clearly the most powerful card. You know, if you've got creatures in your graveyard, he's big, and you can just use that last ability to kill people. So we want, oh god, you want heavily to play him, but Skymark Rock is pretty clearly the most powerful card here. Um, Normally, I try to be a little open during the first couple of picks. I'm not Druid's probably not so powerful that I'm just going to force him in every deck. He is, or force Golgari. If I wanted to stay Golgari, I could take Dagger Drum Imp or Gatecreeper Vine. Of course, I might, but I think I'll just take the Rock. So, yeah. See what develops. That's a really good card. Okay, and well, this pack wants me to go in a completely different guild. So, I kind of like Soul Tithe, but I think Chaos Imps is the most powerful card here. It's on the top end, but 6/5 flyer. You know, that's if you don't unleash it, and then it's 7/6 trample flyer. Also, there's removal that's expensive and hard to splash. This is a pretty decent finisher if you're in that colors, but let's just go crazy. Take the Chaos Imps and see what develops. So this is not that great. I still think, let's see, if we're staying with a Golgari theme, we're probably going to want to take the Sewer Shambler, or the Ogre Jailbreaker, or the Rhino. If you wanted to start going Azorius, we could take the Seller of Songbirds, is decent, or the Bluster Squall. It's probably better. I think I'm gonna. There's nothing great left. I think I'm just gonna take the Sewer Shambler. Try and do the Golgari deck, which looks open. I actually like the Terrace Worm more than most people. Deviant Glee, that's pure Rakdos, just crush your face. Or the Crosda Monitor is okay. Just, see, the problem with this, I like this card, but as a 3/3 Trampler for 4 is not great, and then the Scavenge ability is just so expensive. This guy's just a big pile of beef that will come back and haunt you. So I'm going to take him. And Golgari Charm. This is not the greatest charm, but it works. You can kill off some 1/1s or destroy an enchantment. There's a lot of good enchantments running around, or regenerate one or more of your creatures. So I'm going to take that. Alright. So the I like Terrace Worm, but I don't like to have a couple of them. And so the choice is either a Guild Gate or a Rhino. I like the Rhinos, but I'm going to take the Guild Gate while I can. Fixing mana is important. And then we can take a Grizzly Salvage. That's pretty good. You know, pulls out usually the best creature, and then you throw a Sewer Shambler or something in the bin for scavenging. And I don't know, nothing too great here. I'll take a Mind Rot. Probably, hopefully I won't have to play it. And then Trader's Instinct, I might just cut. Or Chorus of Might. Chorus of Might is an okay combat trick. It's just kind of expensive. Let me take the Trader's Instinct. And I'll take a Tenement Crasher. We might be splashing red. And I've never played this guy, but I want to. He just looks like he's angry and ready to kill something. So show all. And we're definitely not in the rock, but we have this stuff. We could actually, I'll take Pyro Convergence. I don't think I'm going to play it, but if we end up with a lot of gold cards, we could run that way. Okay. I'm not going to run him. Pyro Convergence is an interesting card. I've been trying to get a deck that a constructed deck that works with him, and it's just too slow. It's just too slow to get that going. But it's fun when it does. Wow, Supreme Verdict, I have to pass. I guess. That's not worth too much, right? No. This is probably the worst charm. We wouldn't want it to be played against us, though. So, wow. Take a Golgari Longlegs, I guess, or Guildgate to try and splash some red. Supreme Verdict. Is that worth anything? Marketplace. Supreme Verdict for less than a ticket. Okay. Yep, I guess we're taking the Golgari Longlegs. Yeah, it fills a hole in our curve. It's alright. Thrillkill Assassin's pretty nice. Or the Axebane Guardian fixes our mana. We did not take the we did not take the Jailbreaker, so it's somewhat less useful. Yeah. Thrillkill Assassin, I think, is the pick. He's good on offense and defense. You have to kind of choose which way you want to go, but he works. And a Slum Reaper, probably. Yeah. Trestle Troll is also pretty nice. The Stonefair Crocodile works, but we'll take the Slum Reaper. Treasured Find. Okay, this is not really our pack. Take the Treasured Find or the Cremate. I guess the Treasured Find. I never end up running those. I don't like the... I don't know. I just always like to think that the good cards I cast will stay on the board, usually. but I don't think there's anything else here I can run. I can hate a guild mage or a healer. Maybe I take the healer. I'll take the treasured find. Alright, so I was getting a little worried that Golgari might be getting cut, but clearly it's not. The key rune, the salvage, vine, another terrace worm. I think I'm going to take the key rune, so it'll help us to ramp up into the upper part of our deck, a terrace worm, etc. Yep. Alright, key rune grabbed, and there's another key rune. Don't love having two key runes, but I think that's the way I'm going to have to go, because I have other picks options here. I could take a Drudge Beetle, a Monitor, Militant, or whatever. I do have options here. Key rune's the best. I want a second one. I'd like to get a little bit more of an early board presence with a Drudge Beetle. But, alright, we'll take another key rune. We'll become kind of rampy. Take the Stonefair Crocodile or Guildgate. I think the Crocodile. Yeah. No, if we're going ramp, we should. Alright, I'll take the Guildgate. Also, if we end up with a Jailbreaker, it's good to have one of those. I think Rhino's the best pick. Bush Rider's good if you're trying to be super aggressive, but we're going to be a little bit more control-y. And not our pack. Let's see. The Charm, destroy target artifact. Alright, it's flexible. I think that's going to be sideboard, but like I guess it would be good. Someone was like Selesnya and sorry. I'll take a big guy. I don't want to have to run him, but I might have to. Alright, Transguild Promenade. We might be in 3 colors, so. I'd like to get another Terrace Worm to get some stuff here. We'll work on it. Yeah, Skullrend. Okay. Yep. So don't want to run that. Power Convergence, maybe. I don't. We've got some gold cards here. I don't think we've got enough. Not sure how many you probably would want to run, like 7 or 8 gold cards for that. Okay. Treasured Finance, Sorcery. Of course I might. I might run that. We do have 11 creatures. Unfortunately, only one of them's at 2 and one of them's at 3. So, Dreadbore. Well, I think that's the pick. Just try and load up on some removal. It's good removal. I could take the Indrik. I like him more than almost any other human being. He just totally just slows the game down to a crawl, which I like. But okay, so we're definitely going to be at least splashing red. We might end up being like a 3-color deck, which is not what I'm trying to do, but at least we've got some fixing here. And that is another gold card for Pyro Convergence, so that's a thing. We really want to get... Alright, so I'm going to put that on the sideboard, because that's just nuts. Even though it has 3 different uses, all of them are super situational. So this is not a great pack for us. But, well, no, Underworld Connections. Oh, it's probably going to be hard to run. Excuse me. It's probably going to be hard to get that double black. But if you can do it, card drawing is really, really good. I could take the Perilous Shadow. It's also okay, but if we're at least splashing red, that makes him less useful and harder to cast. So yeah, alright, Underworld Connections it is. And Dreg Mangler or a Launch Party? Probably, well, I think I have to, I think Launch Party's kind of a 2-for-1 the wrong way. If we had more of these Sewer Shambler type guys, it wouldn't be so bad, but we need more creatures, especially on the low end, so he's a pretty good one. Grizzly Salvage is probably the pick. Yeah, there's nothing else really for us. Take Druid's Deliverance, but we don't really have any token going. No token stuff going on. And Jailbreaker. Probably want the Jailbreaker more. I like Spawner Rixmati, since we're splashing, definitely going a little bit red. But I think the Jailbreaker, it fills out our 4-drop and it will slow down a lot of attacks. We are going to be in a lot of trouble against a deck with flyers, though. I don't think we have anything other than, well, I guess we have Chaos Imps. That's something. That's a card. So, I think I want my Terrace Worm, a second Terrace Worm. Don't want more than that. But, I just think it's the best option here. Try and keep the red to a splash, so yeah, I want something that we can kind of ramp into with the Key Rune, and we're probably going to be running, we might be running 18 land, so I'll have to take a look at it. So, we're not splashing white, so I guess we'll take the Crosden Monitor. Don't want another big guy. Fill out the lower end of this. Try and figure out, we might run Pyro Convergence, might not. We shall see. Slum Reaper, that's fine. Yeah. Wow. This is going to be very awkward because even though we have spells on the low end, we don't have creatures. Like, we just got 1 2-drop and 2 3-drops. I don't think we passed on that many of them that we could have had. We could have had the bears with the scavenge for 6, which isn't great, but we could have had it. Okay. I'll take that. I've never played him. I don't think I've ever seen him play. Wow. How is this card still here? And that, oh, should have been Selesnya apparently, but I didn't see any earlier signals for it. So I guess this one just wrecks us more. I could take that and just use it for ramp, but and we're definitely not going to run 2 of those, so I will take Destroy the Evidence. I'll take it. No, wait, I'll take the Pegasus. Hate the Pegasus. Sure. Alright, so we're going to have to make some decisions here. I think maybe just a little red splash for Dreadbore, Pyro Convergence, and Tenement Crasher. Cobbleroot's not bad though either. What are people drafting? I have no idea how that's still there. That's like no one's playing Rakdos. Or is it? It's 5 power for 4 mana. It's pretty good. But we'll take a look at this. Alright, so I want Terrace Worm, Slum Reapers, Underworld, Connections. That, and let me just stay away from red right now. Oh, Skymark Rock, I hardly knew you. Dreadbore, Longlegs, Dredgemangler. Alright, so those are the cards I'm definitely playing, which is only 17. So, alright. So as we stand looking at this now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards that can activate Pyro Convergence. And I don't think we can main deck that. We have to, if someone else is playing Golgari, we can put that in. If they have an artifact that's wrecking us, which I can't really think of any that are in this block, we could put that in there. Or if they're playing Selesnya, and even if they're playing Selesnya, that wouldn't really work. Because even though they'd have more creature than us. Alright, so I could run the Treasured Find, but I think I'd rather just run like this. And then I already took it and put in the Tenement Crasher. I guess I'm gonna run the Power Convergence because I just have no other way to deal with like a bunch of Azorius 2/2 flyers. I just have no other way to deal with them. I mean, I have Slum Reaper. I didn't even get the, yeah, I don't even have removal, really. Yeah, this deck is not a great deck. God, I wish I could run this, but I just don't think I can handle it on my mana. I don't think I'll have the mana to be able to cast that anywhere near appropriate, anywhere near often enough. So I guess I'm gonna run the Skullrend and run 17 lands. I could put this guy in. There are some land enchantments in there. And he's a 4/6. He's a guy. He's a dude. And we're kind of rampy. So 1, 2, 3, 7. Yeah, 7 ways to activate Pyro Convergence. So what am I trying to decide between? I'm trying to decide between a Street Sweeper and a Skullrend as the last card. So right now, if I take out the Skullrend, I run... Oh, sorry, if I run with the Skullrend, I'll have 4 red cards and 13 creatures, or 14 creatures, and... Alright, we'll just run it this way. So, we got Transguild Promenade. Alright, so, wow, am I really that black? I'm pretty black. Pretty black. So, cut a mountain for a guild gate, and then take out 2 swamps for the other guild gate and the promenade. So that gives me, so between that and that, okay, all of those can tap for black, so I think I want, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black sources. That seems excessive. So I'll cut one of those for a, let me just put in 2 just so I can mess around with it directly. And this leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 8 green sources and 4 red sources. So I probably wouldn't want to cast that on turn 2 anyway, and my other red is on the 5 and 6 drop category. So I guess that works. God, so light on creatures. So light on creatures, it's insane on the early levels. Am I really running the course? Oh. I don't really want to run this course of might. What do I take? What do I add for it? A treasured find? I think that's good. That's another way to activate power convergence. And we can recycle Slum Reaper or something. Or whatever Slum Reaper kills. Thrill Kill Assassin. Alright, so we'll run it with this way. I'll see you in round 1.